Okay, look. We all know that Super Saiyan Blue is high-key a lackluster transformation. Basically, think Super Saiyan, but blue ball hairs. And that is basically Super Saiyan Blue in the Resurrection F movie. And the rest of Super wasn't really much better either, given how much it got bitched. Like myself, when I wrote this entire script and saw this on my timeline. I swear this video is actually different. Please don't click off. I need to feed my cat Snowball. However, something I feel a lot of people miss all the time was just how expansive the transformation of Super Saiyan Blue was. I mean, let us think about Super Saiyan God. Why do we like it so much? Well, it's primarily because of the design with the flame aura, its unique abilities, and how it's used based on the character. Like Goku, for example, uses the transformation for weird shit like healing, the God binding technique, the better looking Rasengan, whatever the fuck this dragon was, and redirecting Broly's dummy thick ass. But Vegeta primarily uses the transformation for domination. And I ain't talking domination, because Vegeta shoots air blasts, punches Broly's dummy thick ass to Costco to join his Broccoli brothers, and the Fire Blast, which is honestly probably just a regular Ki Blast, but it looks cool, so who cares? But people seem to think for some reason that Super Saiyan Bonnie Blue just isn't expansive and is only a recolor of Super Saiyan for some reason. But why is that? Well, that is primarily because of Resurrection F. Why else would it be apart from this stupid movie? No, Fred, back off. I'm done, okay? Leave my house! Yeah. That's what I thought, bitch. Well, anywho, Resurrection F basically called Super Saiyan Blue Super Saiyan with blue hair dye and called it a day. And that is basically why this transformation started off on the wrong foot. Also, let's just casually ignore the fact that it got bitched in its debut by the Golden Twink. But you know what? At least Vegeta can finally get a win for once. You blasted fool! And then Super Saiyan Blue continued to be successful in the Universe 6 saga. Like, remember when Goku going Kaioken times 2 to 3 against Vegeta was a big enough difference that he was able to kick Vegeta's shit in? I mean, Vegeta certainly did. But when it comes to hit for some reason, he just ignores all of that and keeps balling out like the rest of the characters throughout the series because Super Saiyan Blue consistently gets his ass beat from every single person underneath God's yellow sun, despite supposedly being overpowered. Because in the Goku Black saga, it takes until the Tournament of Power that Super Saiyan Blue... Stop! Please! I'm tired. It actually did do well in the Tournament of Power, okay? I swear. Because firstly, the transformation is used at strategic moments and where power was actually needed instead of just the default transformation at all times in every other saga. Like, think of the time where Goku was fighting against the Easter Bunny and was using the Super Saiyan Blue switch to make him think that it's St. Patrick's Day. Or that time that Goku sent the #1 Jerkbait Master through literal mountains when all the other previous transformations could do was make him block with his finger. Or maybe that time where Goku was fighting against Kefla, a literal fused Alabamic lesbian couple. Or Vegeta matching against strong opponents like the Lorak before he escaped from Dr. Seuss. Or to overpower the Love Bitch's ultimate move, the Heart Ball Crusher 6000. I mean, overall, when it comes down to it, the Tournament of Power actually treated Super Saiyan Blue with the most respect that it had gotten in the literal entire series. Only to be overshadowed by Ultra Instinct. Because come on, there ain't nobody competing with Ultra Instinct. Plus, Super Saiyan Blue in its introduction basically shadow banned Super Saiyan God for majority of the series just because it existed. It is honestly understandable why people feel the way they do about the transformation. But hey, look on the bright side. At least the transformation has this absolutely godly music and a divine roar that just makes me feel a certain way. However, what people overlook all the time is how Super Saiyan Blue, very similar to Super Saiyan God, is highly adaptable. When Akira first designed the transformation, he explained that the reason he made the color of Super Saiyan blue was to show how Goku was overcoming a certain limitation that he had in order to become strong and tranquil. And this makes sense given the little bit of training that we are shown in the anime. It makes it abundantly clear that this is meant to be tremendous power under extreme control. And you know what else requires extreme control? The Kaioken. And even though the power scaling may not make sense, it still works really damn well with Super Saiyan Blue. Because mechanically, this is the only transformation that would actually be compatible with it. And for the rest of Super, Goku uses the Kaioken stacked on top of Super Saiyan Blue time and time again to basically act as an initial power boost that Super Saiyan Blue probably should have been in the first place. But what else does this transformation do? Well, it also allows for Vegeta to evolve it in his own way by achieving Super Saiyan Blue evolution, which is essentially the Goku Kaioken equivalent but without the stamina drainage. And this simple change was all it took for Super Saiyan Blue to be a truly unique transformation among the rest, because it could have been adapted depending on the person that achieved it. Because Goku Black is another person who technically had Super Saiyan Blue. Now, I know he technically has Super Saiyan Rose, but let's be real here. It is quite literally just what happens when your average white girl experiences a breakup. She goes to a local barbershop, dyes her hair pink, and spawns a fucking scythe. So we basically got Goku who could spawn in red Kool-Aid, Vegeta who could turn up his saturation a little bit, and Goku Black who can open up alternative grinder accounts and even bring forward alternative realities where he didn't date his green self. But the one place where we can truly see Super Saiyan Blue being at its peak is in the Broly move. Because instead of just using it right off the bat, we slowly build up to it. And immediately, when it is finally unleashed, we can see the stark difference in power between Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue. Not to mention that when Gogeta finally goes Super Saiyan Blue, he literally didn't even get hit once and was actively stunting on Broly for the entire fight. Like, Super Saiyan Blue has never looked this good before. So overall, based on all of this information, we can see that Super Saiyan Blue actually had a lot of potential as a great transformation, but was just overall not handled all that great out the gate. When the remake comes out, I think the biggest change I hope for in regards to Super Saiyan Blue is that they identify these aspects of the transformation from the anime and actually find a way to adapt it. But maybe simultaneously adapt the story in a way so that the transformation isn't constantly bitched or oversaturated because it becomes the default transformation in Dragon Ball far too quickly. Because it gives a lot more depth to the transformation and truly makes it feel worthy as the continuation of Super Saiyan God. These changes would help the transformation not be built on the crappy foundations of Connecticut's, but on a solid, unbreakable foundation that will help Super Saiyan Blue realize its fullest potential. But that is all. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.